civilizationoflight.com. Tuesday, January 20th, 2009. Structures Part IV. During 2008, and now in 2009, it has been my privilege to receive, transcribe, and publish messages from certain of our brothers and sisters from other star systems, and other distinguished sources. These uplifting messages are available in the archives of this site. They are filled with hope, love, and reverence for that which is uniquely Earth, and uniquely Earth human. I encourage everyone to pay close attention to these messages as we are entering uncharted territory. Nothing like the transition we are now experiencing has ever happened to the humans of Earth during our long history on this planet. This is my 7th posting to Mark's Corner for 2009. We welcome back Bren-Ton of Andromeda aboard the starship at Bren-Ton, in orbit about our planet, for a continuation of his discussion about the structures of Earth humans. You asked for details of who I am. Let me reply in the following way. At the time we of Andromeda contributed some of our race as the seed humans of Earth, we were somewhat like Earth humans of today, but with the knowledge of who we were and our connection to the universe. When the dark energy descended on this planet, it removed some of your DNA. This evolved your ancestors to more primitive beings than the original seed humans we had placed on this planet. Since that time, the last 1/2 million years, we have evolved to the point that we no longer occupy physical bodies. We exist, if you will, at a 5th dimensional level, where we require only a light for energy. We do not eat food or breathe air. Our ship is one that we created for these conditions. You would not be able to detect it if it were immediately overhead, because of its higher frequency. We were one of the first to respond to Earth's call for assistance. We came here 60 years ago to supply energy to a failing planet, along with other ships from other star civilizations. We have been here ever since, and I have been aboard, watching your situation. I now return to the subject of large corporations. Oil companies are the epitome of large multinational corporations. They explore for oil, all over the globe, produce, and refine it into products used by your civilization. The demand for oil products has risen exponentially over the past 100 years, primarily due to its use in transportation. Other fossil fuels are used to produce electricity and to heat homes, but oil products remain the principal fuel for transportation. The civilization of this planet is defined by oil more than by any other structure or material substance. There would be no widespread transportation of products around the globe without it, no grapes in the winter, no exotic foods from far-off lands. There would be no supplies of grain or manufactured goods shipped to distant lands, no Coca-Cola in the heart of Africa, and no clothing from Malaysia. Oil defines your modern civilization. Its burning is also one of the major things that has fouled your atmosphere, water and land. It also causes great harm to Earth, as it is extracted. As you point out in your talks, Mark, oil has made the tremendous increases in the population of this planet possible. Without it, Earth's population would be much smaller. Oil is a major component in the modern farming that feeds this bloated population, by using massive amounts of diesel and chemicals. This too takes a toll on Earth. As we look at your planet from a distance, petroleum supplies were much more suitable for manufacturing products than for burning. Their complex hydrocarbon nature made them ideal for various plastics. This was intended for an interim time until you had evolved enough to create materials in other ways. It was never envisioned that they would become so dominant an energy source. When we of the more advanced civilizations gave your inventors the recipes for the products of petroleum, they were intended as a transition to a higher level of evolution, not for the plethora of products that have been developed in direct contradiction to the health of the planet. The dark energy took oil, something that was basically good, and twisted its use into a control structure. As it is today, without the use of fossil fuels, your civilization would collapse. You see this structure as very physical in nature. It is grounded in a resource extracted from Earth, consumed as products to mobilize your society. It is also a structure that involves a large number of people. It is a structure that has a culture. Like other structures, it compensates those at the top inordinately compared to those at the bottom. It enriches its owners, be they individuals, governments, or royal families. Not only does it perpetuate a pyramid structure within itself, but also it perpetuates such a structure within all that it touches. It is supported by the military and by governments around the world. It is the backbone of other structures. It is a structure that does not operate in the best interests of the majority of people. It has addicted you to a way of life that is not sustainable. Whether you realize it or not, you are now in the final days of oil-based societies, as oil companies extract from ever increasingly difficult places, and in structures such as shale and tar sands. This is escalating the price of petroleum products. And where will it all end? Those who recklessly extract give no thought to future generations, or the safety and health of the planet. Their attitude is one of plunging blindly forward. Contrast this with the simple structures of indigenous people we examined in my prior communication. They were clearly structures. Like oil companies, they too were based on beliefs. The belief that there is no other way, a belief in maintaining the status quo. The consumption of petroleum has become a major structure used by the dark energy and her agents to control the people of this planet, to bloat its population to unsustainable levels, and to bring all to the brink of self-destruction. Reflect on how beliefs have created, and now control, your civilization at all levels. Thank you, Bren-Ton. I anticipate more communications from you about structures in the coming days. Those of us on this planet eagerly await your arrival, and assistance to create a civilization without such structures. In truth, love and joy. Mark. My heartfelt thanks to those who have made a financial contribution to my work. As I have explained, for the past 12 years I have labored to bring forth the truth about the situation of mankind on this planet and the prospects for our future. It has been a labor of love, to which I have devoted both my full time and resources. I am now reaching the limits of my ability to continue funding this activity. Therefore, I am appealing to those of you who benefit from these communications to support this work by making a financial contribution. You may do this by mailing a check to Mark Kimmel, P.O. Box 270,156, Fort Collins, CO 80,527, or click on the Donate button to the left to use PayPal or donate by credit card. In light of pending changes and the likely unavailability of the Internet, I recommend that you save each of these postings to your computer. I have compiled an 80-page book containing all 2008 postings. Send a check or money order for $15 to Paradigm Books, PO Box 270,156, Fort Collins, CO 80.